Anyway. In Psalm 116, verse 15, it says, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints." I never understood that until God opened my eyes. You see, I saw a cartoon one time, it's not in a chapter in the Bible, of two babies, they were twins in the womb, and one says to the other, "Is there life after birth?" Well, that's how it is after our life. We're here temporarily, and there is life after death. You see, death for the Christian cuts the cord that holds us captive in this present evil world. As much as there's beauty here, but we're captive to this world. We're captive sometimes to worry and anxiety or whatever it may be. And I want you to know this, and this is true because it's recorded in the Word of God. Angels transport believers, notice I say believers, into their heavenly inheritance. You have an inheritance in heaven, left to you by your Father, that nobody could revoke or take away from you. And the only way to get safely to that inheritance is to be escorted by the angels. We'll be taken by the angels into the very presence of God. And these ministering spirits who have helped you here so often, more often than you even know. Do you know that? You have no clue how many times they've helped you, and you didn't even know it. You might have said you were lucky. You might have given somebody else the credit, but it was the angels who assisted you in every way. And they'll be with you in your last great battle on earth. Now, I'll explain that. Death is a battle. It's a crisis event. And Paul calls it the last enemy. 1 Corinthians 15:26. While the sting of death has been removed by Jesus Christ on the cross, by his resurrection, yet the crossing, listen to this, of this valley simulates fear and mystery. In Psalm 23 we read, "Although I walk in the valley of the shadow of death." You see, that's crossing over. Now, your rod and staff shall defend me, and I believe those are the angels. But death is robbed of its terror for the true believer. How many true believers do we have here? It doesn't say perfect people. You're a believer. You're a believer in Jesus Christ. He's your Lord and he's your Savior. So, listen to this. We need God's protection. Even though we're a believer and we know everything that's going around, we need protection on that last journey. And I think that I shared this with you when I first started. And it was only a movie picture that you saw which one? What's the one with the guy that they beat him up and you see all the ghosts. Now, I'm not talking to believe in ghosts, just listen to me carefully, don't twist what I'm saying. But in the movie, you saw all those demonic forces fighting over his body. But that's how it really is. You have every force. You see, because Satan is the principality of the air, you have that. And at the moment of death, the spirit departs from our body and moves through the atmosphere. That's the enemy's territory. And the Word of God teaches us that the devil lurks then at that time. He's the prince of the principalities of the air, found in Ephesians chapter 2. And if your spiritual eyes were open, you'd be able to see the spiritual forces of good and evil that are around us. But Jesus Christ at Calvary, he cleared a road through Satan's kingdom. And when Jesus came to the earth, he had to pass through the devil's territory. And that is why we're accompanied by a host of angels when it's our time to go, and it's found in the book of Luke. I have to share this with you. I was hesitating, but I have to put this in, because this is the main part of my testimony, and of Pastor Fred's testimony. Although I miss him, unbelievable, more than words could say, I know that the angels escorted him. And I also believe that Jesus Christ face to face he saw. And once again, and I'll do this for the rest of my life, they were angels. And I also know he fought the principalities of darkness as much as a man of God that he was. I know they fought for him. The enemy wanted him so bad. And I know through the torture he went through, the torment, for the 4 or 5 days before, I sensed in the room that something was not right. but I also sense the angels of the